Hi everyone, welcome back to the Mama Elephant 9th anniversary release. This is Rena. Today we have a stamp set illustrated by Ada Zamora in one of my favorite animals to color, the penguins. Remember to leave a comment on these release videos for a chance to enter a drawing to win a prize from Mama Elephant. The release will be available on September 15th. Make sure to also join us all month to enjoy the projects made by the design team, friends, and guest designers. Let's take a look at Penguins Go Skating. I just adore the penguins that Ada Zamora draws, and one of my other favorite sets is the one with the gift wrap paper. So this one is skating, and my favorite image is the first one. I'm not sure why I like that little guy. I think his belly is so cute. I love him. So another thing special about the stamp set is it has a really great greeting. It says joy in that big lettering, and then you can pair it with 3 different little sentiments. Wishing you lots of, and then joy, peace, love, and so much joy. Or you can use tidings of comfort and joy. So that's really nice when you have different options for your sentiments. Or you can just use joy alone if you like. Here's a look at the coordinating dies for Penguins Go Skating. Also comes with the 3 little dies that cut out the little snowflakes. I didn't use the snowflakes for my card today because I made my own. So that is there if you need them. I'm going to be coloring in the images using COPIC markers today, and I swore up and down yesterday that I was going to use the same colors, and I did for most of them, but for this card, I wanted to do a monochromatic, like blue and white theme. So we needed to add blue to our arsenal of markers we're going to use. So I'll put the list of Copic markers that I used in the description box below. And how cute are these images? I love them so much. They're so adorable. And I think I like coloring penguins because they're just easy to color too. I always like to give a little flesh tone to the bottom of the belly in E50 just to give it like a little bit of warmth, a little bit of color, because you know the penguin is just a dark gray color. I'm using N colors, which are the neutral grays in the Copic markers. If you use a W, that's like a warmer tone, so it kind of looks like a brown sepia gray, and then if you use the C colors, which are the cool tones, it kind of looks like metal and like more blue. So I just decided to use the neutrals, also because the neutrals had ink in them, so I could use them. And then I'm using just different shades of blue. The shades of blue I'm using are kind of in the B02, B04, B05, B06, and I'm just using 2 markers to do blending, and I'm kind of just changing it up, having some darker blue than others, and then others having like a really light blue, but I'm using kind of all the same color family. And for the noses, I feel like all penguins' noses should be like a yellow orange color, so I'm using YR15 for the noses. We're going to use kind of the same coloring technique for the next 3 of the penguin images. Little flesh tone on the belly and the cheeks, little R20 on the face for the blush, YR15 for the nose, and the N colors, N5, 3, 5, and 7 for the body. And I made 3 of the penguins, N3 and N5, and then the other penguins, N5 and N7, so they just would be different shades of gray. I just wanted to have the penguins to have little slight variations between them. So normally with Ada Zamora images, I would bust out my watercolors, but confession, I have not crafted in forever. And so when that happens, like I think you just get out of practice. At least I do. So when I go through a crafty drought of not crafting, I tend to go with like what is easiest for me and what I can use to just like slide back into crafting. And so using Copics is just a lot easier for me than other mediums. I'm not as I don't use like watercolors so much, so it would be hard to get back into. But whenever I just go through a crafty drought, I just try to kind of reach for, what's easier for me so it's less stressful. I really enjoy coloring these penguins. I think they're so, so cute, and I just love penguin cards in general. I'm not sure how it turns out that way, but I just love penguin stamp sets. So this was super fun to do. So at this point, I'm thinking about how I want my card to look. And of course, I'm going to use all the images on a card. So I'm going to be using one of the slim card creative cut sets that Mama Elephant has. The first one, which is called Slim Card Basics. I'm using all of the matte pieces, all of the larger rectangles, and the scalloped mat. And then also I'm going to be making hills because it comes with a couple of landscape dies. So I'm going to create a couple of hills with that die set so my penguins have something to ski on. So we're adding some of that Galaxy Sparkle white gel pen detail, and there's really no method to my madness other than I just kind of try to highlight areas that I think are too dark, or if I made a mistake, to cover it up. So that's pretty much how the decision is made. So I just realized some of the penguins are skiing and some of them are skating. So I'm going to use all of them on the mountain slope. And this is one of those situations where it's not important for me to be realistic. So realistically, the penguins are not skating down the mountains, but my penguins are. So I wanted a little mountain range. This mountain range is from a previous release called Scene Builder, and I thought it would be a nice little addition to my little ski slopes. So here are all the pieces that I cut out using the Mama Elephant Creative Cuts Slim Card Basics. And I'm putting in my hills because I want placement for my sentiment. And this is that larger joy sentiment. And I'm going to stamp that out using Distress Oxide ink. I don't have colored inks for stamping out sentiments, but I think Distress Oxide is just fine. You just have to stamp it out a couple of times to get good coverage. So I'm using Mermaid Lagoon. And then for the accompanying smaller sentiment, I'm just going to do that using black VersaFine Onyx black ink. Now that we have all our pieces of the stamped images and the landscape, I'm going to piece together my background. So I have that mountain range from Scene Builder, and then I have these hills, these landscape hills from the Slim Card Basics Creative Cut set, and I'm just putting it together. I kind of wanted the mountains to be near that joy, and I needed to cut it down a little bit so it could fit within my hills. So I'm just piecing everything together, and then after I settle with the scene, I will adhere everything down, and then I'll figure out my placement for the penguins. So here are my cute little guys. I just love them so much. So I also wanted to use the one that fell down. So he's going to go in the end. And then I'm just going to place them like kind of in a line. And I only adhered the bottoms of the hills so I can tuck in at the top some of the penguins so they are in different layers in the hill. So one will be behind it, one will be in front of it, one will be in between it, just so there's a little bit of variation. Whenever I'm adhering images and it's kind of a line like this, I always like to adhere the first image and the last image first, and then I'll do the middle images, but then that'll ensure that the first and the last are where they need to be, and then I can just deal with the middle. Because you don't want to adhere the first and go in a row and then find out your last person doesn't have room on the card. So that's why I always do first and last, and then I deal with the middle. So I'm going to finish off the background with some more white gel pen detail because there's a snowstorm going on, and I just really love this sentiment. I like how big it is, and I like how you can stamp it out in a different color to add a little bit of interest to your card. Always make sure that your card is fully dry before you put it all together in the end, because just some things take longer to dry, like white gel pen. So I have my card base there. It is 8.5 by 7, and on the 7-inch side, you score it 3.5 and fold that in half. And then I've taken that scallop piece as a mat, and then I'm going to double side foam adhesive my card front. So that is what it ended up looking like. I love this card. I loved making it. I liked how it turned out. I hope you all enjoyed the video. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all join me tomorrow. We're going to be making a shaker card. So fun. I hope you all have an awesome day. Stay safe and happy crafting. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.